Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing a fairly basic how-to on my Corvette, as well as kind of like a how-to for getting parts and buying parts and stuff like that. So if we're going about this, finding parts in survival because it's free that way, you don't have to buy parts. You're going to want to scan planets. We're looking for a very specific tag. There it is. There's the tag we've been looking for. Salvageable scrap. You'll see that come back up here in just a second as I fly towards the planet. So here we've landed on the planet. We're looking for salvageable scrap. Forgive me while I scan the life forms around me. It's an addiction. So there was no salvageable scrap around me here, so I had to take the ship and move to a different location to find more. So this is what we've been looking for, salvage containers. They're usually gold on the planet when they come up in the scanner, so just look for that and you'll be well on your way to collecting parts for your next Corvette. We're gonna go collect this container real quick. You're gonna want your terraforming beam and your mining beam to extract these parts. Alright, we're gonna take off to the space station so I can go over as best as I can my Corvette, how to buy parts and trade for parts, and as well as circumvent this whole grind if you don't feel like doing it. Alright, I'm gonna tear the ship down to its most basic form with just the habs and let you see what it looks like before it gets all the parts. I'll try to explain as best I can, but this is just freeform. I didn't plan this ship, so it just kind of worked out this way. These antennas that I'm deleting are from the Settlement DLC. You can place base pieces on the ship after you're done building it, which is neat, to give it more detail if you would like. As you can see, the ship is covered in parts to help hide the habs and get rid of the square, boxy nature. I know this is kind of probably the worst tutorial you've ever seen, but this is what it looks like bare bones, no extra parts, just the habs. I'm going to go over the habs here in just a second. So it all starts with the mag field landing thruster, and then on top of that we put the ambassador class hab, the 2x on it. And then behind that we put the Thunderbird class landing bay. All the habs that I use are the ambassador class habs. There's the walkway and the hab. So any combination of those two is what I'm using, just the ambassador class. And I'll just kind of go through and show you what's what as this continues. So if you're not trying to scour planets for parts, you can purchase modules, which you can see in this list here. Very expensive, as you can see. So if you're just starting out, probably going to be best to scour planets. You can also trade for these modules by using the parts that you find on planets to get different parts if you're struggling finding a specific part that you're looking for. If you're looking to completely circumvent the grind that is the Corvette, you can simply go to your settings, go to difficulty, change it to creative, and just free build your ship, and then change your game back to your difficulty that you prefer. Unless you're on permadeath, that might not work out, but I don't know, so. Appreciate you hanging around with me today. If there's anything else you'd like me to go over, like I said, I know this was probably the worst tutorial that you've ever seen, but if somehow you enjoyed it and you would like more, give me that like, subscribe, and give me a comment on what else you'd like to see. Till next time, we'll see ya.